One sec, let me just check my email. Okay, I gotta check in on Facebook. Okay, update my status, of course. Talk about my little grades, so good. Yes, you are. And check my email one more time. You never know. You never know. Okay, great. Now I can work. Hey, Dustin Conrad, Bands and Body here. And if you're anything like me and you're spending a lot of time on the computer, in a chair, at your desk, you might be wondering what are some of the counteracting things you can do to start to combat those distortions and gravitational effects from sitting for long periods. And this video is going to do just that. We're going to be using the chair and talking about some different chair strengthening and stretches, things you can do for the convenience of it. Obviously, the best exercise is going to be getting your ass out of the chair. But for sake of simplicity and convenience, we're going to be using the chair. Also, you'll see there's some pretty cool things you can do with it. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to be using my formula of stimulating, activating, elongating, and integrating, and in that order. So stimulating is relaxing the muscle fibers, getting them to relax. Activating is getting some blood flowing, getting some movement in there. Elongating is stretching them out, getting them back to their resting length. And then integrating is adding some strength movement with the band. Alright, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're going to place both hands behind our head, on our neck, pressing in just to stimulate those upper trapezius muscles to relax. Great, moving on down to the shoulders and chest. Ideally, you're going to want to be spending more time in these areas, but for the brevity and sake of this video, we're going to breeze through all these. Great. And the hips, hip flexors, abductors, outer thighs, glutes. Alright, great. Moving right along, we're going to do some activation stuff. So we'll start with retraction exercises. We're going to do the head going forward and pulling back. Try to keep everything else still, just moving your neck and upper spine. Great. I like to do some sound effects sometime. And then shoulders, we're going to pull forward and retract back. Great. Perfect. And then hip thrusters, we're going to do lifting the hips up high and then pulling them back in. Squeezing at the top. With this one, I like to do the sound effects of hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! Great. Awesome. Alright, next part, we're going to do some stretches. So we're going to scoot all the way back. Grab the back of the chair if you can. You can tuck your feet if you need more stability in your legs. And then pull forward, letting your upper trapezius neck area stretch out. Great. We're going to wrap our hands around the back of the chair. Interlace them if you can. And pull forward to stretch out the chest and shoulders. Great. And then we're going to scoot ourselves to the very end of the chair, walk our legs back, and lean back into that to stretch out those hip flexors. If you can see that. Okay, great. We're going to go ahead and add the band to some of these movements, so just pulling it out of my ass. With your trusty Bands and Body band, we're going to take it, place it behind the head, do our retraction exercises within the band. You're going to pull those hands forward, lock them in place, and just pull the head back. Focus mostly on the pulling back, getting those split-second pauses and squeezes. Great. We're going to come back down in front of the body. We're going to do pull-aparts all the way down to the chest. Obviously, I'm going to hit the computer, so I'm going to show you from the side here. Split-second little squeeze back there. Lock those muscles in place. Great. Placing the band around your hip crease, thrusting the hips forward, squeezing at the top. The sound effects are optional. Hoo-ah! 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 And there you have it. Cool. So go ahead and yeah, watch this video over and over. Click like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. And that's about it.